I'm here today with Rosie A. Point, who's the author of our book of the month in July. She's going to be featuring her book, Murder Over Easy, which is book one in the Sunny Side Up Cozy Mystery series. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. First question. Why cozy mystery? What is it about this genre that attracts you as an author?
I love cozy mystery because it helps me to relax. I like writing it because it's just a good escape from sometimes current events or the news, and a good way to unwind. Because yeah, it's the reason people read it as well. It's just to get away. And I actually started my journey writing as a ghostwriter, interestingly enough, which I know is sometimes a contentious subject for some people. And I remember writing cozy mysteries. And out of all the things I wrote, I connected with cozy the most because it was just so fun and so easy. So I decided, hey, I'm writing this. I can do it. I'm going to write it for myself. And then I did. And it's been so much fun.
Great. So in Murder Over Easy, our heroine Sunny is unexpectedly managing her Aunt Rita's restaurant, which is the Sunny Side Up Cafe. And they are famous for their over easy eggs that the servers actually go into the kitchen and prepare. So, big question, how do you like your eggs?
I like them over easy as well. They must be runny. I cannot stand a hard yolk. Ugh, it
Are,
must
are
be
you
runny.
a dippy person? Do you dip yours up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is your
definitely.
go-to breakfast?
Ooh. Oh wow, this is so I'm at the moment I'm on a pancake kick. I keep
Oh,
making pancakes, which is maybe not the healthiest breakfast option, but if it's not pancake, it's eggs Benedict, which is
oh yeah,
also not healthy because it's got the hollandaise sauce with all the butter. So yeah,
but so good.
so good. Yes, those two.
Yeah. So if you were going out for a special brunch with your friends or your family, what would you order from the menu?
Definitely, I would say what I will never order.
Okay.
I'll never order an omelet from a restaurant because I'm very fussy about how an omelet must be done.
Really?
If the omelet is not fluffy enough, if it's too runny, if it's too dry, I don't trust anybody's omelets but my own and my parents and my husband's. Those are the only omelets I like. But I would order the eggs Benedict.
Oh
I'll order
yes,
the eggs Benedict every
definitely.
time with
We have,
soft, runny eggs.
oh yes, definitely. We've got a restaurant near us, and they actually have a version of Eggs Benedict that instead of the little piece of ham on the bottom
Yeah.
or Canadian bacon, they put a Maryland crab cake because I'm in Maryland.
Ooh.
So, and I
Ooh,
usually get
that's
it.
so yummy.
Oh, it is so good. And the Benedict sauce you can get on it, but they also have like a remoulade sauce, which is really
Ooh.
good.
I think I need to come visit
I
you.
know,
That sounds
definitely.
delicious.
So good.
Wow.
So, if you had to jump in and run your aunt's restaurant for a few weeks or months, could you do it?
I think I've watched enough episodes of Kitchen Nightmares. I think I could do it. I'd hire an accountant for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Um, and I'd review all the kitchen stuff, but I think I could do it, but not if somebody dropped it. Then I couldn't. No, thank you.
Yeah, I think I would run screaming from
Yeah,
that. So
absolutely.
front of the house or back of the house? Would you rather do like what Sunny is doing and kind of coordinate the front end and serve, or would you rather be in the back in the kitchen area
So that's difficult.
making
I love
omelets?
we could have a whole omelet station.
Yeah.
I love cooking personally, but I don't think I would do well under pressure cooking in that kind of environment. And once again, I'm just taking this from Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen. But yeah, I think I would probably do front of house, but I love cooking as well. So it's difficult, but I think my skills would be better suited to front of house.
hmm
Yeah.
I loved the book, and I loved the fact that this cafe was, in a beachy area. And it reminded me a lot. A friend of mine has a house in Cape May, New Jersey, which is a lovely, lovely beach area. And there is a cafe, it's called George's Place. And they have wonderful breakfasts. They do have lunches and all, but the breakfasts are what's really amazing. And it's known also because Guy Fieri from the diners, drive-ins, and dives actually stopped by there one time. So I'm wondering, on at the cafe, is the cozy equivalent of Guy Fieri going to stop by in a later book in the series?
You know, I love that idea. I love that idea. I actually stopped writing that series after the sixth book, but I get a lot of readers asking me to continue, and I have said I will continue. I've got other projects going on at the moment, but I might just do that. That is actually, I'm going to take that note and put it in my pocket.
Definitely. All right, so we have to talk about Bodger. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yes.
Okay. So poor Sunny does not get off to a good start with her Aunt Rita's cat. So tell me a bit about Bodger.
So Bodger is inspired loosely by one of my parents' cats. His name was Pharaoh. Unfortunately, he actually passed recently, which is pretty sad. But he was very aggressive, you would say, if he didn't get what he wanted. So he could be very loving and cute, but if you didn't feed him, he would get mad at you and you would know about it. He would hook your legs as you walked past. The once I went to stay over at my parents' place, and I left the door open, and he actually came in to the room and hooked his claw into my forehead
Oh
while I
my
was sleeping, because he wanted food and I had to chase him out of the room. He did that, and he also used to sleep on my head. So both Bodger from this series and Curly Fries from another series are loosely based on some of Pharaoh's antics.
gosh. So did
Yeah.
did Pharaoh ever warm up to you eventually?
Uh,
Was he always naughty?
yeah, he was always entitled. I like to think he thought he was entitled to food no matter the hour of the day, and he would scratch you to get it. But he was actually quite loving in his own way and very intelligent.
Yeah.
I remember the once I told him I was when I was still at university, I told him he came wandering in while I was late at night working on a project, and I said to him, "Just wait and go lie on my pillow and fall asleep. I'm coming now." And then I continued writing, and about half an hour later, I went and looked, and he had done exactly that. He went to lie on my pillow and fell asleep, fell asleep and waited for me. It was very sweet.
Aw. So do you have any cats of your own?
No, no, I currently live in a place where we are not really allowed cats,
Oh
which
no.
is not nice. Or well, I mean, people have dogs, but we're not really allowed cats. So when we move, then I will get one. I want one desperately. I love cats. Yeah.
So Aunt Rita and the cafe are in a cute little town called Parfait, which is a beachfront town. Can you describe Parfait a bit and tell me like any inspiration that got you thinking of that town?
I am a big fan, and this might not translate to the readers watching this video, but I'm a big fan of Carl Hyacint's books, and they're all set in Florida. They're
Mhm.
all they've got like lots of crazy antics and kind of political and stuff like that. But I wanted to capture some of that craziness with the beachy town vibe, because I personally just love the beach. I love coastal towns. It's my dream to live on the beach
Mhm.
one day, no matter where it is. So I wanted to capture some of that. So Parfait is very much based on like a mixture of that and my own just love for the coast. It feels free. That's what I wanted to capture, is the small town cozy goodness that's in every cozy mystery book that you pick up, with that feeling of like freedom and potential and yeah, just ocean vibes.
Definitely. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to tell the readers of our book club about Murder Over Easy and the Sunny Side Up series?
I, that there is also a prequel book in the series, and some of them may have gotten it, but it's kind of sort of secretive. It's only really available on my website. That is something that that's connected to it. And what else? Yes, and the prequel book is about Aunt Rita, because you don't get to see her perspective in the Sunny Side Up series as much. And I also think that a lot of my books are very obviously female focused, in the sense that I don't have anything against male sleuths, but I connect a lot with the idea of starting over, of later in life mysteries, especially for Aunt Rita in this case, because she's sort of having a second revival, or third or fourth, or whatever it is, she's having a revival.
Yep.
And just the idea that just because you're a bit older, whether it's 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever, it doesn't mean your life is over. And that every action you take is just as valuable, basically, as it was when you were younger. And I think people miss that a lot. I don't know, especially the young
Absolutely.
crowd.
I love the fact that Aunt Rita is off on. At first, I was like, wait, she just abandoned her cafe and ran off, and then and as I read the book, I was like, wow, Aunt Rita is having the time of her life. She has worked hard. She is off with her friends on this cruise, and every time Sunny calls her, and she's in the middle of, I don't know, like all some cruise antics somewhere. I just love that. So, are you a cruise
Yeah.
person? Have you taken any cruises?
I have never been on a cruise. I have to tell you that I have spent the majority of my adult life, I'm almost 40 now. I spent the majority of my adult life indoors writing. That's the reason I'm so pale. So I have barely traveled. I've never traveled out of my own country. I'm from South Africa and I live in Cape Town. And I've never been on a cruise, but I want to really bad. So I'm very passionate. I watch lots of videos about it, I read up about it, travel, everything. Every single book that I write is like that. It's always where I want to go. Yeah.
Well, you should definitely schedule a cruise and then write some cozy mysteries on a cruise ship.
I would love that.
I'll give you an excuse for that. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
it's been great chatting with you, Rosie, and I hope that all of our readers are enjoying Murder Over Easy, and I hope that they go and pick up your prequel on Aunt Rita as well, because that sounds like
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.